Welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Nathan and today we're doing a walk around video on this 2019 MY20 Mitsubishi Outlander ES model in a two-wheel drive. So what we'll do is actually run through some of the condition on the outside of the car, although I can assure you that it is in very good condition, as well as some of the features that does come in the ES model. So starting off at the front end, as you can see, you've got that new updated dynamic shield look that Mitsubishi has gone for in all of their newer cars. So it is adapted into the newer Tritons and obviously the newer Outlanders and the ASXs as well. So it's quite a nice striking finish. You've got multiple layers of different finishes and materials used on the front. It does break it up and give it quite a nice front end, an appealing thing to look at. So you've got this really nice chrome finish on the outer shield. You've also got the gunmetal finish in there, as well as a black piano glass finish on the front there. So you can see it's quite a nice striking design and quite a classy finish. You've got the Mitsubishi badging right in the middle there, just to show you exactly what you are driving. As you come across to the headlights, beautiful sleek headlights that cut across the side of the car. It is to provide that extra visibility. You've also got the daytime running lights that run through the bottom of the headlight. It is to provide that added safety for the other drivers on the road when you are driving around. Now it is fitted with a projector globe, so that's going to give you a really nice clear cut vision of light, especially in the nighttime when you are driving such a big car. You do want that. And you've also got your indicator lamp built into the actual headlight on the side there, and your front bar, and you've also got little inputs here if you did want to add fog lights to that. Now, as you come across the side, you can see how well the paint condition in the car has been preserved. So no stone chips or marks or damage on the front. And as we come over to that first alloy, you've got that really nice multi-spoke design that Mitsubishi has opted for in the ES model. You can see pretty much an unmarked rim. There's no damage whatsoever, just a little bit of dirt and dust picked up from the car sitting here in the rain. However, it is fitted on some Toyo tires from factory, and they've got plenty of tread on them. Now, indicator lamp is built into the quarter panel there. You do also get the color match side mirrors and door handles that again blend really nicely into the car, and it is an ES model, so you don't want anything too striking on the car, but it does still come up quite well. And now there are very minor just a little bit of dirt, actually, not stone chips, so it's good to know. It's just a bit of dirt there, nothing to be too worried about. You've also got a few little marks here. However, we'll try our best to get that off in a detail, but you can see that there are a few marks there, so you're not caught off by guard when you do come in, but it is very minimal. Now you've also got the plastic protectors along the bottom there. It is to protect the door from actually getting damaged, but it does give it a really nice look along the side of the car. Now, opening up the door, just taking a look inside the actual car, you can see how nicely this car presents. As I mentioned, it is almost a brand new car, so you've got really nice comfortable seat bolsters. There's no damage to the seats whatsoever. You've got beautiful finishes on the dash as well as the center console, and you can see really nice carpet mats in this model, and you've got the scuff plate on the inner side of the door. It's just to prevent any damage to the actual paint, and you've got very clean paint on the inner door trim. Now on the door card, where people can get quite lazy getting in and out and you get a lot of damage, you can see very minimal, if at all, no wear at all. So the car has been looked after quite well by the previous owner. Closing this up, as you can see, there's quite a lot of window and glass on this car. It is to provide that added safety and visibility when you are driving around. However, there is a risk to that. You are not so well protected from the sun, so do highly recommend you talk to us about our tint options that we can provide for you, because it is going to add a lot of safety to the actual car, especially for a family car like this. You do want to make sure everyone else is protected inside, as well as all the benefits that do come with tint, such as the heat reduction and the UV protection. And the tint that we use is a premium tint. It does come with 99% UV protection and 60% heat reduction inside the car, and in such a big car, it does help to have that those options in there. It is going to save you a lot of fuel down the line, and we are happy to explain that to you in more detail if you did want to come in. Now, opening up the back, again, really nice finish in the back here. You can adjust these seats forward and back, and you can tilt the back of the seat as well, which I will show you here. So you can see it is fully adjustable, and if I do just cut in front of the camera there, just to slide this around, you can see you can bring the seat forward if you did want to allow for a bit of extra space in the back of the car. But the car presents exceptionally well. You've got a USB socket in the back of that center console there as well, just in case you might not be able to see that later on in the video. So closing up the rear passenger door, as we come across to that second alloy, again, completely unmarked. There's no damage whatsoever. Beautiful design still continues through, and you've got plenty of tread on those Toyo tires. As you come across the back, you've got that really signature Outlander look with the taillights that do cut across the side of the car. This is to provide, again, the visibility for the other drivers on the road. This car is well designed and equipped to just be driven safely and carefully. Now, Mitsubishi badging right in the middle there. You do also get your reverse camera mounted just to the side of the car. That is going to provide that extra visibility on this side of the car as we do drive on the right side, provides that extra visibility on the left when you are parking and reversing. Outlander badging just in the middle there. You do also get a high mounted brake light as well as your rear wipers and washers. Now, opening up the tailgate. As you can see, this is a 7-seater model, which is good to know. There is plenty of storage in the back here if you did want to keep anything underneath. However, there is storage on the top here. Now you can drop these back seats and it's quite easy to do so. You just pull this little lever here and they drop just like that. So very easy access and easy to use car. And it has been designed for those purposes. Now those middle seats also drop flat if you did want to have that extra space in the car in case you're carrying around a few things for transport. But the back presents really well. You've got another 12-volt a 12-volt socket in the back here if you did want any additional charging for the passengers in the back of the car. Closing this up, paint throughout the back it's just phenomenal. It's been looked after really well. The white just presents really well. Now I do highly recommend you take advantage of our glass coat option, because if you do plan on keeping this car for a long time, it is going to protect and preserve this beautiful paintwork, and again, it comes with a lifetime warranty. So if you're owning this car for 30 years, you do have a warranty for 30 years, and I must tell you, you do want to protect and preserve a car like this. It is going to help with resale down the line as well. Now, fuel filler cap is on the passenger side of the car, which is the safe side of the car in case you do have to pull over for an emergency. You know you're going to be tucked away from any possible oncoming traffic. Now coming over to that third alloy, again, the rim presents phenomenally well. There's no damage, stone chips, gutter rash, nothing whatsoever, and plenty of tread remaining on those tires. As you come across the passenger side, again, can just see how well this car presents. The paintwork is phenomenal, no stone chips, no scratches, no damage whatsoever, and the white just reflects so nicely. And coming over to that fourth and final alloy, again, rim presents really well. I'm just going to screw this cap on. Rim presents really well. There's no damage whatsoever. Yep, just a little bit of dirt on the rim, not an actual stone chip or anything like that. And you've got the Toyo tires on the front there. So as you can see, guys, paintwork around the whole car is just preserved so well. You've got 4 unmarked rims, plenty of tread remaining on the tires, and the car presents almost brand new. You can just see how nice it is, and you are getting a great value car for what you are paying. Now what we'll do is actually pop the hood and take a look inside this car. Alright, taking a look inside the engine bay now. What we have here, it's Mitsubishi's signature 4-cylinder MyVec motor. Now it is a 2.4 litre motor, do get that really nice torque and power, and it is fitted with a 6-speed automatic gearbox. It is going to make the ride really nice and smooth and provide that power when you do need it. Now this car does have a 5-star ANCAP rating with 7 airbags, so plenty of safety for all the passengers inside the car. Considering it is a family car, it gives you that assurance that everyone's going to be looked after in case of an emergency. Now the power output of this motor is 124 kilowatts at 220 newton meters of torque, so enough for power and torque for what you are going to be using this car for. Now it is fitted with a petrol fuel tank and a 63 litre capacity, and you do run it on your regular 91 fuel. It is going to save you a bit of money. Now this has a combined fuel consumption of 7.2 litres per 100 kilometers and an average fuel distance of about 875 kilometers off a full tank, depending on how you drive and whether you have a full load of people in the vehicle. Alright, now taking a look inside the Outlander, as you can see, the car presents really well, and although it is an ES model, you still get a lot of the comfort features that you don't get in most base model cars. So starting off on the driver's side door, you do get nice comfortable armrests with full automatic windows, so all 4 windows are automatic, driver and passenger, as well as the rear seats. Now you've also got your central locking button just above that, as well as your window lock, just to prevent anyone from playing around with the windows in the back seat. Nice chrome finish on the door handle, and above the armrest here you've got your power mirror control, so nice and easy to control and access. Now on the right side of the actual dash is one of the most significant safety features in the Mitsubishi models, which is your forward collision mitigation. Now if you do need a bit more information on that, we're happy to explain this to you and elaborate as to what this system is. However, there is a lot of benefit in using this system. Now above that you do get a little button here that helps you flick through the little display in your in your cluster. Just gives you a bit of information such as your average driving speed, fuel consumption, and your next service, and a few settings as well. Next set is your stability control and a little adjuster for the height of your headlights. So in case you do have a bit of weight in the back and the car tilts up, you can adjust the light down just so it's not blinding other people. Now on the right hand stock you've got your left and right indicator, as well as your rear fog light controls and as well as your headlight controls. Now there are automatic headlights. Again, you don't really get things like these in base model cars, but auto headlights, which does make it really nice and easy for you, as well as auto wipers and washers. So you can just leave it in auto on both settings and the car's going to decide when it needs to use it. Now you've got a really nice comfortable leather stitched steering wheel with a nice piano gloss finish on the steering wheel as well. Mitsubishi badging right in the middle there. Now there is an airbag on this just on the steering wheel, which is pretty standard in most cars. You've also got all your cruise control settings on the right hand side, which are these three controls, and this one here is your speed limiter. Again, we're happy to explain this to you when you do come in more detail. On the left hand side are your media controls for your head unit, as well as your Bluetooth connectivity and your voice activation for your CarPlay. Now as you come over to the center console, you can see the updated head unit that does come in the MY20 model. So really nice big square display. Now there is a little bit of a mark that does go across it, but nothing to be too concerned about. It's quite a minimal wear and tear mark. It is a fully responsive touchscreen head unit. You do get the buttons at the bottom here, however they are just a touchscreen system. Now the car does come with AM, FM radio, digital radio, as well as your Android Auto and Apple CarPlay and Bluetooth connectivity for your media as well as your phone. So it's got pretty much everything you could need. That app phone connectivity will run through your apps. That also provides you with navigation, so good to know. Now in this model you do also get dual climate control, so driver and passenger have their own climates, which is good to know in case husband and wife have their own opinions on what the temperature should be like. You've also got your hazard symbols right in the middle there, nice and easy to access in case of emergency. Now coming below that, you've got a 12-volt input if you want any additional charging. However, you do have a USB socket just at the bottom here that is for charging as well as connectivity to the head unit. Just next to that is the eco mode, which is going to again provide that added economy in the car, but as it is, the car does provide exceptional fuel economy, but does help to have that little bit of extra economy and save you a bit of money. You have a few blank buttons here as well if you did want to add any additional stuff. Nice glossy finish on the middle. You've got two cup holders which do tuck and hide away quite nicely. You've also got this really nice leather stitch gear shifter. Now if I pull it into reverse, can see that really nice clear rear view camera that does come in the model. Got the rear bar just on the bottom there and the guiding lines with that red bar, which is probably where you'd stop if you were parking. Behind that, you've got a little bit of storage here if you don't want to keep any loose change or whatever it is. You've also got your electric park brake as well as your auto hold, so if you are stopped at the lights you can just press that button and the car will hold for you. Got a really nice leather stitched center console, really comfortable armrest. Now if I lift that up, you've got plenty of storage just underneath there for any additional things like your wallet or whatever it might be. Now I'll get the camera person actually pan around the car to show you the condition, but I've got to say the car has just been presented really well. Door cards still present well, the seats are in good condition, there's no tears or stains or marks. Above here you do also get a bit of storage for your sunnies or glasses, and the roof lining again is very, very clean. There's no marks or stains on the roof or tears, and you've got plenty of space in the back of the car as well as the rear seats. Two vents in the back here and the USB inputs, which I mentioned before earlier in the video. Just there, so any additional charging for the passengers in the back of the car, which is good to know. And you can just see how well this car presents. So what we're actually going to do now is jump outside and wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching the walk around video on this 2019 MY20 Mitsubishi Outlander ES in a two-wheel drive model. Now I hope this gave you a good representation as to the condition on the outside of the car, as well as some of the features that does come in the ES model. Now if you did have any additional questions in regards to the car, wanted to test drive it, or actually wanted to purchase it before you came in, you can do that, which I must say 50% of our customers do. Now the number to dial is 99070555. Just before I go though, as you can tell, the car has been fitted with our premium mechanical protection plan. So what that is, our Platinum 1 protection plan I must say. So what that offers you is 5 years additional protection on the new car warranty, as well as 10 years Platinum roadside assistance. A great value for money, and it is a car that you're going to keep for a long time. So it's good to know that you're going to be looked after for the next 10 years on ownership of this car. Now in addition to that, please do take advantage of the glass coat and tint option, which is going to give you a lifetime warranty on this beautiful white paintwork, make it much easier for you to clean, protected from all the environmental factors as well as bird droppings, bat droppings, oxidization and UV damage. And you do want to make sure this car is looking nice and clean, as well as the tint option, which again we can package that in nicely for you. Now these are at an additional cost. However, if you are using our in-house finance, I would love to introduce you to our business managers, Julie and Mario, who show just how minimal these will affect your repayments. Now lastly, but most importantly, please check out our Google reviews. With over 1,000 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, Gives you the assurance that you are dealing with the right people and the right kind of business for a good quality vehicle. As I mentioned before, if you did have any additional questions, the number to dial is 9907055. My name is Nathan, and thank you so much for watching.